My boyfriend was perfect until he became a real person. The first time I met my boyfriend Jared, I remember blushing from his deep voice and falling for the way he protected me when people yelled at me in video games. We were part of the same gaming Discord during lockdown, playing till 3 in the morning every day. At first, we just talked about new games and complained about terrible teammates. But then we started staying in voice chat after everyone else logged off. By the end of that first month, we were video calling every single day, talking about what it'd be like to go on an actual date together. Well, when we did find out, things got really complicated. I got a job offer in his city. When I told Jared, he immediately asked me when I'd be moving in. The excitement in his voice made me giggle. "It's a sign," he kept saying. I agreed. We started making plans about things we'd do once I moved in. "We can move my table here and have matching gaming setups. We'll go to this awesome restaurant down the street and..." "Slow down," I laughed. "We'll have all the time in the world to do everything now." Right before the big move, our Discord server threw us a virtual party, even inviting both of our families to the video call to meet and celebrate it. Jared met me at the airport holding a giant bouquet of flowers. I ran straight into his arms and closed my eyes, taking in the scent of his cologne and warmth of his hug for the first time. I listened to his heart race just as fast through his chest. "Wow, this is amazing," I whispered. The rest of the week was everything I'd ever imagined. We held hands while grocery shopping. We cooked dinner together without a screen between us. We could kiss whenever we wanted. But by the third week, things started to get messy. Jared was a terrible morning person, waking up full of energy at 5 a.m. every day. He wanted us to go running in the mornings together before work, meet up in lunch, and fall asleep early. But me? I couldn't even form words before 10 a.m., let alone go running. Online, I just sent a sleepy emoji and closed my eyes while he went on his jogs. Now I woke up grumpy trying to match his schedule. Then there was his apartment. His gaming setup was always perfect on camera, but the rest of the place looked like a crime scene. Dirty dishes, growing mold, clothes covering every surface, and he'd literally step over garbage instead of picking it up. One day, while he was at work, I went full crime scene cleanup on the apartment. I scrubbed and cleaned and threw out everything that resembled trash. I reorganized his clothes, his gaming setup, everything. When Jared got him, I expected a big thank you kiss, but instead, he screamed at me. "Why'd you touch my stuff? Where are my controllers? My extra key fobs? Where's the food I was saving for tomorrow?" I gagged. "You mean the pizza that was starting to get moldy? Gross. What? I can just cut out the moldy parts. That was such a waste." And we'd argue and argue the rest of the day, calling each other names we'd never say online, and end up sleeping with our backs turned to each other on the bed, both sides refusing to budge. But the worst part was realizing just how bad we were acting when we shared the same space. I desperately needed 3 hours of silence, of just doing whatever I wanted without judgment each day. But he took it personally, saying it made him feel like a bad boyfriend when I didn't want to constantly talk to him. One night, about a month in, I locked myself in the bathroom just to get some alone time. I sat on the toilet lid scrolling through our old messages, and it hit me. The boyfriend I wanted to be with wasn't him, that the online guy I loved was only a small portion, and the rest just wasn't it. So we had a talk, the calmest one we had all month. "I think I was happier when you were pixels on my screen," I told him. He nodded. "Yeah, me too." We both started laughing, then crying. We both wanted it to work so badly, and somehow it felt bitter when it didn't. I kept the job, but got my own apartment across town. We tried going back to FaceTime dates for a few weeks, scheduling calls while living 10 minutes apart, but the magic was gone. 6 months later, Jared started dating a girl from his gym who matched his 5 a.m. energy perfectly. And I met someone at a bookstore who understood that reading together in silence was still quality time. We're both still in that Discord server, still good friends who see each other from time to time. And everything was great until he met his girlfriend's Discord guy friend too.